Good morning.
Good morning, all, and greetings. How are you? Greetings and salutations. And welcome to the Positive Energy Podcast with Marcy and Kelly. I am, of course, who?
Kelly A. Watts.
I am
and
Kelly
none
A.
other.
Watts. None other than, and of course, this is my partner in spirit, Marcy Lambert-Pellegrino. Hope everyone is feeling as positively charged as we are.
And the weather here is so nice. It's not as humid, so it's not as irritable.
Yeah, we have clear sunshine skies.
I know, it's so pretty. You can
see. Today is an exemplification of exactly what they mean when they say the sunshine state.
It kind of feels like fall coming in the Northeast. I love that. I miss that.
Yeah. All right, well, in our last episode, I think we had mentioned something that was really important.
Yeah,
and we
mentioned a lot, but yeah.
Yeah, we did. But we wanted to circle back on three specific topics. Today, I think we're going to go into one. And what we talked about was self-confidence. I think we had also talked about goals. So we're going to try and tie those two together and talk about the importance of goals and the impact that has on like the self-concept and self-confidence and your whole sense of self. And then that's, of course, when you don't accomplish those goals, what goes on with that.
And the kind of perspective you have to take on that, which you've shared, numerous times, all about perspective.
Yeah, all about perspective.
And I posted something, I think, on Facebook. It's not the load that we carry of stress, it's how we carry it. And I was like, oh my God, that was perfect.
All about perspective. That's right. And I think that's exactly what I said, too.
For your family, for this, everything.
Yeah, see things differently. Main reason why I give that up, and I'll tell you all that are listening, if you see things differently, you're going to approach them differently. If you approach things differently, you're going to get a different result.
It's like when people are so honed in on the negative, it's like in your face and you can't see past that. And there's so much more that you can explore.
But you got to be able to at least explore all of those different things. And the main thing is to have a different approach. Obviously, you want your approach to be, aligned with a lot of the different things that you're seeking to accomplish. And you want it to be aligned with you and who you are. But the bottom line becomes you're going to get a different result because you tried a different way. Methodology is really important, so that's why I kind of
man of strategy.
I'm definitely a strategist. I don't do.
I'm a mind mapper.
I don't do good at risk, but hey,
No, you're good at risk. I'm a mind mapper. I think everyone knows too. In mind mapping, you have which you also went over too once with the general idea, and then you branch off, and it's just you can't go wrong mind mapping because it lays out everything in your head, any way you want to approach something. Anything, and it's just right there. Very visual.
Very visual. That's a key thing.
Visual.
You get to see things.
Some people have a lot of EQ, and you're very visual, and you're here over there with the EQ.
Well, also, when we see things in our mind, it's different than when we see them on paper.
When we coordinate hand to paper and then step back, it does something, I don't know what exactly with the technical terminology, but it does something. It clicks in the brain.
The whole processing.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into today's episode a little bit. I guess we can start with the idea of the self-concept, and how important that is in itself. I mean, the way that you see yourself and view yourself, as well as the way others view you.
Yeah.
That's critical. A lot of times I talk about a concept called cognitive dissonance, when the thoughts that we have are not consistent with the actions that we're seeing. It's like, wait a minute, hold on, I see myself this way, but I'm not doing that. I'm not walking the talk.
Yeah.
That creates this sense of disorder and dis-ease in us called cognitive dissonance. And we start to come up with all kind of justifications as to why.
The justification.
Oh, yeah, that's what they are.
It's like the enemy.
Wait a minute, hold on, it's because of this. That's why I'm not, it's because when in actuality, it's really, okay, well, no, I need to take a step back and dig myself.
Oh, like trying versus doing.
Correct. Yeah. Well, that has a major impact on the self-concept and how you see yourself. That, of course, is important because the way you see yourself is the way you're going to interact with the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, for me, it's important to have a really strong self-concept.
Sense of self, yeah.
I try and have these little self-talk conversations with myself. I have conversations with myself all the time.
I think everybody does, quite honestly.
That self-talk,
whether they admit or not,
you need to really listen to that. Yeah. In fact, let's go over the self-talk cycle real quick. There's a whole bunch of different models, but this is the one I kind of use, and it works for me. Your self-talk is really critical. You tell yourself things about yourself. They get either reinforced or refuted through your performance action, the things that you do. And you get feedback about the things that you do. That either reinforces what you said or makes you look at it differently. And then you go back to that same statement again and start talking again. So if I say to myself, and I saw this one earlier, it's a post. they had me down as a real badass. I was like, oh, God, I thought I got rid of that, you know. But I said, well, I guess you're a badass in a good sense this way. So if I tell myself I'm a badass, but I have a bad concept about what a badass is, and I start going through the world doing badass things, you know, and people say, yeah, he's a real badass, and they start patting me on, I'm going to feel really good about it. Yeah, I'm a badass, You know? But I'm going through the world doing all kind of badass things. That's not good, you know. But that's how that self-talk cycle works. If someone said to me, no, you're not a badass, you're a good ass. I have to literally now stop and say, wait a minute, hold on. I thought I was a badass. Let me look at that. And then I reinsert a whole new different thing in my self-talk. Yeah. Well, maybe I am a good ass. And then I start performing that way, and people start, yeah, you're a good ass. And then, okay, now I'm a good ass.
It's like the follow-through.
Correct.
And like mental
But that conversation that we have in our mind is so critical on our self-concept. I try and insert positive affirmations as much as I can. That's why I do the affirmation exercise with a lot of people. The statements that you say about, the positive statements that you say about yourself are so important to you.
And conversely, the negative are really destroying.
There you go. So please, don't ever call yourself stupid. Don't ever say that was
It's so
dumb.
degrading, and it doesn't get you anywhere.
I'm a bad cook. No,
you're a cook learning in process.
I'm a learning
I'm a work in progress.
And you know what? That's what my Facebook post says. I'm a work in progress.
Well, I tell everyone
constantly
that
working and ever progressing.
Why should anyone be perfect? Really? It's like impossible.
So, but that whole goes. You know, this also ties into the idea of the goals too, because goals are critical.
So fulfilling.
Yeah, goals are the things that I think really boost our self-concept and they have a major impact on us. But we got to make sure that we have those SMART goals. I mentioned them before. SMART goals are goals that are specific. Measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive. For example, I told Marcy, I said, I'm going to give an example.
Well, you just use me walking because I want to walk more, quite honestly. But I can't, I'll tell you right now, I can't do an hour. So we can't use an hour or mile or whatever.
Okay,
miles,
you can't,
can't
do a mile. All right, okay.
No, just because I'm always rushing around. So maybe twice, cut it in half twice. Right?
Okay, so here we go.
Like 15 minutes here and 30 minutes or something like that.
Smart goal for Marcy. I want to walk 2 times a week.
I will walk. No, 3.
Okay.
3 or 4.
I will walk 3 times a week for a half an hour each
day.
Time.
Or each day.
Oh,
well,
3 times a week for half an hour each day. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. That is a very smart goal.
Yeah, because then I could take the dog and I can multitask and do that, or I could take the kids on the wagon and
It's very specific. Right? It's very measurable. All right? It is attainable. It's something that you can do because you can walk. If you can't walk, you got a problem. It is realistic. It's actually something you can really accomplish. You know, and then naturally, of course, it's time sensitive because
you reap the rewards after putting in the process. So you have your short term, the rewards you have that you feel good that you did it, and then over time,
now let's go hypothetical.
More tone.
So now let's go hypothetical with this. Let's say you accomplished that goal. How would you feel?
Ecstatic and happy.
There we go.
Ecstatic and happy.
Would that make you want to do more?
Oh, of course, because it's positive reinforcement. You're like,
I'm going to keep it up. You know? How do you think that's going to make you walk through the world?
Oh, head up.
There you go. That's the self-confidence that we're talking about. Yeah, that's the impact that, and I mean, it happens to me, it happens to her. The other side of that is when we don't.
But that's when we learn that we have to
we
up our
knock
game.
ourselves down.
Yeah.
Oh, I failed.
Yeah, but you know what?
And you beat yourself up.
And you have the justifications, but you know what? It's like you said, you just got to own it. Embrace the fact that I didn't do it. I let so-and-so, me having to take so-and-so to soccer, or I, let this client call kind of get in the way, so let me just detour it, but let me get it done. Or next time, this is what I'm going to do, my plan to get it done.
There we go. That's the
proactive.
Good thing with that's the good thing with the SMART goals. SMART goals keep you accountable.
Yes.
And you know exactly why you didn't accomplish your goal. You know, because you can look at it and lay it out and say, oh, I didn't do this. This got in the way. Or I know I was supposed to do this and I didn't at that time. So now what you have to do is say, okay, that's on me. That's my onus. I got to hold that bag. Okay. Let me iron that, process it, boom, 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 let it go. Now I'm going to pick myself up because you're actually the one who knocked you down. Yeah. I'm going to pick myself up. I didn't fail. No. I just didn't try hard enough like I should. And then you're going to go back at it with a whole new
a new perspective.
New perspective, and new approach, and you're going to
get that goal. New drive.
And when you get to those junctures where it feels like you want to give, I'm going to keep going.
It's a little longer.
And then at the end, when you finally accomplish it, you're going to be like, wow. I told you the goal that I accomplished with college, it made me really say like, wow, that wasn't that hard. I can't believe this, man.
I can't imagine college hard for you.
I've been jiving all along with this stuff. And my parents, of course, were so proud. They were like, yeah, we've been telling you that all along.
It's like you finally get it.
So when I finally got it, but it made me realize, well, hell, that means I can do anything in the world. If it's humanly possible, I can do it. Only thing I need is the appropriate training.
And the confidence.
But the confidence was gained.
Yeah, but I'm saying not at that point. I'm saying the confidence for, like for Bryson, for instance.
That
when you're young.
I'm talking about for me.
Yeah.
For me, at
for
that
you, it's
point,
already,
No, at that point right there, my confidence was gained, and I knew it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, it didn't matter what you did. You could do
it. If I want to jump out of a plane with that little squirrel suit on, that the military used, and do that. I'm gonna glide. I'm gonna do that. If I need to fly a plane, okay, no problem. I'm gonna figure out how to do that. Let's go. I don't care if I need to go on Google while we're in the air. Let's go. Google.
You won't tell anybody.
All right, go on. Oh yeah, I know how to fly. I don't have a license, but I know how to fly.
I know. I'm being funny.
Yeah, no. Hey, listen. Yeah. But that's the confidence that you have to have. My wife is a physician. One of the reasons why people always look at her and go, oh, wow, because she has that confidence and she knows, like, I said this is what it is. Boom, bam. Now, I'm the same way, but if you come with something else that refutes that, I'm like, okay, well, let me look at that. Oh, I was wrong. No problem.
Science says.
Zoom. No. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, no problem. Zoom. I'm going to shift my position because it doesn't make a difference to me. He's right. I just want to make sure I'm right and accurate and I'm doing the right things because that's the way that you get to the right path.
Totally.
But that's a really good, smart goal. Even if you have things that get in the way.
Yeah. I picked that one, and he picked that one earlier, which is totally applicable to me because
I picked 2 miles.
Well, I know, and I'm like, okay. Okay.
You're like, what? Oh,
no. But we picked that one because it's such a crude example because it is flexible with time. It is flexible, like you said, the measurable. I mean, you can go and say it's the things like when I was working at certain ad agencies, people would just keep bombarding you with work, and you're like, why couldn't I get this person's stuff complete? And it's like, well, technically, they just kept coming up to me, and they were all over me, and I couldn't get it done. So at that point, when you have something a little more stressful like that, you kind of have to take a step back, I would imagine, or even log in your time. I've logged my time. That's a pain, but I've done it before to prove, like, to justify that I wasn't going crazy, that people were just bugging me all the time, and then really, step back and be like, okay, well, maybe you need to communicate this to the person. You got to give me, after you give me this task, a little time because not only you want me, but several other people want to work with me, and I think that's a good way to do it. Because if not, you're just piled.
Yeah. Now, I want to
work-related thing.
I want to give one more thing. I think I may have done this before, but I want to make sure I do it now because it's appropriate for what we're doing. We talked about change. In fact, I put something up earlier today about change. That's something that I saw someone else post. I'm like, oh, wow, that's great. I got to make sure I get that. The change formula is what I kind of want to share with you. I think I had mentioned before, change is inevitable, so it's going to happen. The best thing to make sure that you do is you have some kind of plan to deal with it.
Yeah.
If not, okay, well, cool. This formula will actually help you make any change that you want. And make it smoothly. And that's, of course, it's the awareness, having awareness for the need for change. You gotta be conscious that, hey, I need to change. But otherwise everything's gonna be good.
This is happening around me and evolving, and I gotta kind of go with it too. Yeah.
The other one is desire. You can have the awareness, but you still have to want it. Yeah. You have to.
If you don't, you're just like rolling with it.
Correct. Yeah, and quite there you go. You'll resist.
Yeah.
You will not embrace fully.
Yeah. When I say roll with it, I don't mean embrace fully. It's kind of going through the motions. It's kind of like being versus doing.
And that is so disingenuous. People will pick that up in a heartbeat. And
we all know when someone's just not
doing it. Yeah. So you really want to be genuine and true to yourself. Then lastly, of course, goals. Goals are the things that push us and drive us forward. So that's what's going to create the change. But you have to have the tenacity. Yeah. That's the last
Even
thing.
if they're the small ones that we talked about, the short-term ones that make you feel great and then you move on.
The small goals are probably the best ones to work with because they give you little steps and they build incrementally. Yeah, like
you were saying, attainable, measurable.
Yeah, and next thing you know, the self-confidence is building incrementally. And next thing you know, you're like, wow, I can do anything. Something's going to come and smash you down. You still need to have that same self-confidence so that when you go back to this change form, you say, no, I'm going to have the tenacity to stick through. I'm going to have
the
that
cojones.
The stick-to-itness, to stick to this and push through, no matter what comes, because there are going to be plenty of things that come to try and knock you off your path. But you're doing the right thing. So, I guess
we can go on forever.
Yeah, we could. Maybe
we'll do it again.
Sure enough, will. Well, keep tuning in. It's a Tuesday, so.
And then wait, the Jamie Maloney show.
Yes.
How do we ever forget that? Jamie Maloney show this Thursday.
Correct. TampaBayRadio.com. You can actually catch us live stream at 7. From 7 to 8, we'll be streaming live online. We'll definitely post the links or on the radio, 12:50 a.m. If you're in the Tampa Bay area.
I think it's on at 8 a.m. I believe.
Yeah, a.m. 12:50 a.m. In the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah, no, 8 a.m.
That's main thing. But if you want to catch it live, we got the live streaming that happens on TampaBayRadio.com.
All right.
So tune in Thursday morning. We'll see you.
Love, light,
energy.